Hello, in this video we're going to talk about multiplying rational expressions. So essentially we are multiplying two fractions together. For this one we have 2xy divided by a z squared times 3x squared divided by 4y z cubed. So for these, if you don't have any like pluses or minuses, you just have a monomial, you can go ahead and just combine the parts that are the same. So the first thing I'm going to do is 2 times 3. When I do 2 times 3, I get 6. And then I notice I have x to the power of 1 and x squared. When you are combining these, when you're doing x to the first times x squared, you're actually adding your exponents. So you do x to the power of 1 plus 2, which would be x cubed. Again, that'll be on top. And then I notice there's also a y on top, so we'll add that. There isn't a y in this term here, so we don't have to worry about our exponent. It stays the same. All right, then in the denominator, I notice we have z squared and z to the third. Remember, if we do z squared times z to the third, we're going to add our exponents, so it's really z to the power of 2 plus 3, which is z to the power of 5. Also, you have 4y down there, so we have 4y z to the power of 5. Now, just like in your last video, you can simplify this. So the first thing I notice is that I have 6 divided by 4. So I'm going to simplify 6 divided by 4. I know I can divide those both by 2. And when I do that, I'm going to get 3 over 2. So let's do this thing. I probably shouldn't have given you such a long thing. Hold on. So we're going to do equals. Okay, so on top, we're going to have a 3. On the bottom, we're going to have a 2. The next thing I notice on top, we have an x cubed. There's no x's on the bottom, so that'll stay on the top. And then I notice we have a y on the top and a y on the bottom. So if I do y divided by y, I get 1. So those cancel out. And then on the bottom, we're just left with z to the 5th. So my final answer would be 3x cubed divided by 2z to the 5th. All right, for our next one, we're going to do the same thing. The only thing that's different is before I multiply these, I want to look for a GCF. So for my first one, you could also look for the x method, but this one we're going to do GCF. For our first one on the top, I notice we have 3. That's going to stay. On the bottom, we have 2x squared minus 12. So I want to say, what can I divide 2 and 12 by evenly? Well, I know I can divide them both by 2. So my GCF is going to be 2. When I divide 2x by 2, I just get x. Negative 12 divided by 2 gives me negative 6. And then we're going to look at our next fraction. So on top, we have 4x plus 8. I'm looking for a GCF there. I know I can divide 4 by 4, and I can divide 8 by 4 evenly. So 4 is going to be my GCF. When I do 4x divided by 4, I just left with x. Remember, there's a sneaky little 1 there, but you don't have to write it if you don't want to. 8 divided by 4 gives me 2. So on top, we have 4 divided by x plus 2. And then on the bottom, we have x plus 2 still. I'm going to go ahead and put that in parentheses. Now, at this point, you could write this as one big fraction. So it could be like 3 times, let's do this again. 3 times 4 times x plus 2, all divided by 2 times x minus 6 times x plus 2. I didn't like write out that step. I'm going to cancel things first, and then we'll do that. So the first thing I notice is that in my fractions, in my second one, we have an x plus 2 on the top and x plus 2 on the bottom. So we can go ahead and cancel those out. I also notice I have a bunch of numbers here. Now we have a 3 and then we have 4 and 2. So I notice 4 is on the top and 2 is on the bottom. What can I divide those both by? Hopefully you said 2. I'm going to divide that by 2. I'm going to divide that by 2. When I divide 4 by 2, this one equals 2. So on top we just have a 2. And these ones, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so those cancel out. So right now I have 3 divided by x minus 6 times 2. That thing on the bottom canceled, so it's just 1. So then you can multiply straight across. So 3 times 2 would give us 6. And then on the bottom, you just have x minus 1. Again, we're just multiplying it by 1, so we just get x minus 6. Excuse me, I said 1 before, but it is x minus 6. So your final answer would be 6 divided by x minus 6. All right, thank you for watching. Again, if you have questions, please reach out to your teacher.